ladies and gentlemen. This is Sir Antonov, President of the United Republic of Obscurium, coming to you today from the Free Protectorate of Flagpolis. There's snow lying about everywhere here, and I thought it would be a nice backdrop for my annual Christmas address, which this is it now. Right now you're watching. Obviously, you clicked on the video because of that. There are a couple of things I'd like to talk about since it's been a very busy year for Obscurium. As usual, I'll be talking about what happened during the year, and then if you want to know what's going to happen in Obscurium, around Obscurium, for Obscurium in the next year, you will have to wait for the New Year's address of my beloved Vice President. Anyhow, the first major thing that happened for Obscurium in the beginning of the year was, of course, the first Obscurian stamps, the release of the first Obscurian stamps and of the Obscurian Draco, our first currency, which was a great success. Lots of people have it at this point, and not as much people have actually exchanged it. I gave it away during a lot of state visits and events, but lots of people have it. People did exchange it too, as a matter of fact. And the design is quite good, if I may say so. I mean, I designed it, so I don't want to pat myself on the back too much, but I think for our first ever currency design, it was quite a success, and we look forward to releasing new and more Draco notes next year. Stay tuned for the 50th Draco note, but Jericho, the Vice President, is going to talk about that more. After that, of course, was our 5th Declaration Day, so we have officially survived for more than 5.5 years at this point, which of course was great for Obscurium. But I already gave a huge Declaration Day address. You can go watch that if you want to know what the significance of that holiday. But the celebration here was quite nice. I was actually standing here on that day as well, giving my Declaration Day speech. So this is kind of establishing itself as the site for my speeches nowadays. But at the same time, we also started the idea of the national economy, selling art made in Obscurium, and with the revenue going back into Obscurium, creating a working economy. Up to this point, unfortunately, nobody has purchased our art yet. So if you like dragons, if you like art, please consider purchasing our art, because it would help a lot in our economic plans. We also opened our online shop, our national store, to sell these items: stamps, exchange currency, sell art, postcards, little flags, and more. So do check that out. So as you can see, a lot of things happened at the very beginning of the year. We also had our first annual Grand Cultural Awards giveaway. Before that, the Grand Cultural Award was given out just at random points during the year, but now I think it's been established that the Grand Cultural Award will be given out on each Decoration Day every year. So hopefully we'll have a couple of lovely new award recipients on the next 3rd of March again. And as part of that, we also an Obscurian delegation consisting of an honorary citizen and a Draconian delegation from the Parliamentary Monarchy of Ductionary also went to the city of Fürstenwald in Bavaria to give the Grand Cultural Award in person to the Drachenstich, Dragon Crew, and Dragon, of course, the Dragon Tratino, all part of Germany's oldest festival. There's going to be a documentary coming on that topic, made by the Obscurian Radio Broadcasting quite soon as well, next year. So I can't refer you to a documentary yet, but it will come. For now, suffice to say, Germany's oldest festival, they really did deserve it. That all happened in April, and it was really nice too. I visited Romkahal, one of the closest micronations close to close to Obscurium in northern Germany, and we're also going to go to many other state visits afterwards. Well, here in fact is the next one. Right after Romkahal, I went to the Federal Micronations of Musania, which is located in Berlin. Their Postmaster General at least lives there, Jürgen Schwarz, who was actually proclaimed to be the postmaster of the whole micronational world at the Micro Euro Summit 2023. So I visited him, we made some stamps together. Well, he made the stamps, I just watched most of the time. But he makes Obscurium stamps now, and I do also recommend for any other micronationalists to have your stamps made at yourstamps.com. He makes really lovely stamps. After that, more state visits. We had a lovely couple of days. I spent a lovely couple of days touring Mimas, the Archduchy of Mimas, having a nice culinary exchange there with our new national food, Obscurian Thüringer dragon dumplings, which was also decided to be our national food around Declaration Day. So we have our own national food now, that's quite lovely. And I also got to visit Ladonia again and meet with the Minister of Art and Jump, Frederick Larsson. We also decided on an Ladonian dragon, which looks somewhat similar to this one. Well, probably not the official Ladonian dragon. I had a little dragon book with me, and we jokingly selected one to be a Ladonian dragon, some kind of cliff dragon who lived along the Scandinavian coastlines. But it was quite a lovely visit. We assisted him a bit with fixing Mimas and all. Overall, quite lovely. Micro Euro Summit 2023, of course, beautiful, much bigger than the previous Micro Euro Summit, and in fact there will be another Micro Euro Summit next year again. I mean, we're gonna keep doing this every year unless something happens. So next one will also be in Híše in Czechia again. It will be a bit more calmed down, not as many special events, more time to do exchanges with our micronations, listen to presentations, exchange gifts, and exchange stamps, currency, all of that stuff, talk to each other. So the next Micro Summit will be a bit more relaxed, and it will be the last one in Híše probably, at least for the foreseeable future. So do attend if you haven't yet. It will be fantastic, and it will be different than the previous ones too. Each Micro Euro Summit is different than the previous one, of course. After that, MicroCon EU, the first MicroCon ever to be hosted on the European continent, and I'm very happy that it also was quite successful. Lots more people than the Micro Euro Summit, which also means that we, Obscurium and other micronations, made a lot of new friends, and as a consequence of that, my recent visit to the Republic of Plaiso, well, two recent visits to the Republic of Plaiso actually took place because I met their prime minister in Ypres at MicroCon EU. So that just goes to show micronational conventions are a great place to forge new micronational friendships, or just new friendships in general. And there are going to be more European microcons in the future too, which is something that made me very happy too. After that, more state visits. Our longtime friend, the Republic of Zenith, I visited them too in northern Italy. Obviously, Obscurium helped them jumpstart their whole micronation when they were founded. We have signed a treaty with them, and in fact, on the 28th of December, the 1-year anniversary of our treaty with Zenith, which will actually be, at the point when this speech is released, will be just a few days away. We will be releasing a joint Obscurian-Zenithian friendship stamp. So if you want one of those, you can get a first day of issue letter or postcard if you are quick enough. I also visited Seborga, which was quite interesting. It's not exactly easy to get there. Public transportation doesn't go there very often, but it's a very lovely place, and I do recommend visiting. They have lots of Seborgan flags there. It's a very lovely site, indeed. And also very nice currency too. And then, of course, one of the highlights of the year was also visiting Ductionary for its 5th anniversary. Since Ductionary visited me, I had to visit Ductionary, of course, and it wasn't just a 5th anniversary celebration in their garden, which included the burial of Ductionary's own time capsule, inspired by Obscurium's time capsule, which was buried a couple of years ago. No, they also had a coronation. The coronation of Archduke Arthur I, which I was very lucky to witness, and very privileged to witness too. I mean, I even helped a little in the planning. So I was very happy to bear witness to that event, and thank you for giving me that opportunity to be there. We also had an Obscurium drawing contest during the summer, something which we might do again in the future. The result of this drawing contest was multiple very lovely drawings, one of which, as the main prize became the feature of the new 50 Obscurium 50 Leo stamps, released just a bit ago on the 11th of November. And another drawing was also made. Was also featured on the Obscuro-Zenithian friendship stamp as well. So Obscurium really is establishing itself as a nation of creativity and artists, and I really like where that direction we're going towards, and we're definitely going to do more of that in the future as well. We also decided to create some new holidays, Dragon Day, because we just felt like we need a specific day in Obscurium to celebrate dragons, right? We are the Dragon Nation after all, so the 7th of July is Dragon Day now, and we're definitely going to do something special for Dragon Day next year. The common celebrations we decided on for Dragon Day, besides that, are drawing dragons and baking dragon cookies, which are two very lovely things as well. But next year is a very special year, which my friend Jericho will be talking about. And we also decided to create Rainbow Day, which I believe is on the 28th of June. I haven't memorized the dates yet precisely. Numbers, I'm not the best with numbers, but Rainbow Day is a day to celebrate Pride, since June is Pride Month, and we felt like we need a day to recognize the struggles they've gone through in the past and the struggles they are still going through at this time in certain countries, and just have a holiday for people in Obscurium to celebrate LGBTQ plus Pride if they choose to do so. So I also look forward to that holiday next year. I already mentioned Plaiso, my state visits to Plaiso. That was actually just yesterday, my second state visit to Plaiso, where I was also privileged to bear witness to their 3rd anniversary. Which include a short military ceremony and their revelation of the new national anthem, which was very lovely too. We had a short visit. I had a short meeting with and a bunker tour with the Grand Prince of Belgrade, Andrew Ludwig, which was also quite lovely. And we also had some activity here at Flag Police. In September, I decided to stand around just here and just inform people about micronations, have a little Obscurium display with me, just some stuff from Obscurium, just like at MicroCon and Micro Euro Summit, and talk to people. Some people talk to me. I don't think it resulted in anything specific, but I enjoyed it, and that's something we may be doing next year as well. Also, the Lord Protector of Flagpole is along with me too. And that's it really for this year. Just as last year, lots of state visits, lots of micronational diplomacy. There's of course been more stuff, there have been exchanges, official and unofficial. There was of course the Carno-Ruthenian Obscurian cultural exchange at the beginning of the year, and there are going to be the Elevation cultural exchange in the middle of the year too. There are going to be more cultural exchanges next year, for sure. There are going to be joint stamp issues, but very successful year in terms of diplomacy, but also most successful year in developing Obscurian culture. I feel like the 5th Declaration Day really went a long way to speeding up the process of developing more Obscurian cultural topics and such. So it's getting really cold, it's getting dark, and my cameraman is going to fall over dead in a moment. To prevent that from happening, and since I am finished with my speech anyways, I wish you a very Merry Christmas, a very Merry Happy New Year when the time comes, and I hope you enjoyed 2023 as much as the people in Obscurium did. Of course, 2023 has been difficult for some people. Israel, Palestine, Ukraine, of course, and the people in Nagorno-Karabakh. Our hearts in Obscurium, of course, go out to them, to all the people who were wronged in this year, who were mistreated and who are still being mistreated right now. And we really hope that the situations in any conflicts, of which there are many more too, will improve over the course of the next year. So, Merry Christmas, and thank you very much for listening to this speech. I've been Zarantonov, and goodbye.